I played so much I'm sore. Let's do it again. That's right. 85. I have 85 attempts. All right, so I've done some work. I've done some work off stream. Oh my gosh, where to start? I did finish, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but I did finish my Dusa. Like, hearts. I did that off stream. She's not here. She flew away.
All those with claims of
and it was freaking great. And it's still ongoing, because even when you complete the, like, there's, like, completing the hearts, there's, like, and then there's a lot of, like, after dialogue for them. Hi, B.
He's super excited.
Is he super excited?
He's stomping through the snow like a pro.
Was he jumping around in the snow, Mr. Biscuit?
Ever since I popped his little leg back in place, he's been
Right?
doing good.
He's been doing really good.
Justin did it.
Yeah. All of these dogs have been, like, energetic and like, they've been so healthy lately. Well, so Dusa, spoilers real quick if you don't want spoilers for how Dusa's, I guess, romance line ends. Then I guess mute for a second. But so there's completing her hearts, and then, and you know, you say like you like each other, right? And then there's like we saw with Fan, there's the when you go into your room and they're in your room. Actually, I think Dusa said, I want to talk to you, but can we do it somewhere more private? And then we went to our room. And
granted.
Basically, she friend zoned me. She friend zones us. She's like, I don't know if I like misinterpreted, or I think what it is she said that she misinterpreted her own feelings. Like she looks up to us. She admires us so much that she thought it was like a crush. She thought that she wanted us. But then she's like, when I really like sat and thought about my feelings, now that I know your feelings, she's like, she goes, I'm just not attracted to you in that way. I was like, oh, she friend zoned us. She friend zoned us, but we just we agreed to be friends forever, eternal friends. She's like, I still want to be friends with you, and I still look up to you, and I still admire you, and all that stuff. She's like, but I just don't feel that way. She actually said, I'm not attracted to you in that way. Yeah, I love that, Talus. Yeah. And Captain Derp, hi, Alaska. Thank you so much, Alaska, for the 555 dirt bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you. Exactly. We respected Deuce's feelings, and she even said, like, when I thought about it, and I'm just not attracted to you in that way. She said, actually, I think you might be right, Talus. Deuce being like on the arrow spectrum, because she said, I'm not looking for intimacy. She said, I realized that. She's like, I thought I was, but now that I thought about it, and I know that your feelings, and you were willing to go further, and you were willing to be intimate. She's like, I don't think that's what I'm looking for. She said, I'm not looking for intimacy, and I'm not attracted to you in that way. Come on, Skipper. So yeah, long story short, Dusa friend zoned us, but we're still eternal friends. And what's great is even after that conversation in our room, there's still dialogue. Like the next like two, I think I talked to her 2 more times after that, and we were still talking about it, Because I think for at first, like, she like did a little apology for it, and then like the next time I talked to her, like Zagreus did a little bit of an apology, and she's like, I just need to say this to clear my conscience. It was really cute. Like, I love that they keep talking about it. They can be friends, RJ. They can be friends. Marvin the Martian is the contractor, yes. So I can buy, oh, I don't have enough to buy both. I can buy the documents for Sisyphus that I have been waiting on for stream. I can buy the document to free Sisyphus, and I can buy the document to allow Achilles to return to Elysium and see Patroclus. I got Sisyphus first, and I've been sitting on this forever, so I'm gonna buy that one.
In the name of Hades, I hereby release Sisyphus from the terms of his pact.
Oh!
What? All this just for that wretched shade?
You what? Yes! If you don't pick Achilles, I quit! Sisyphus has been waiting far longer. I've purposefully been waiting. But all I need to do is one more run, and I'll be able to buy Achilles. So. Oh, it was so sweet. Patroclus, at one point you talk to him, and what kind of triggers it is he says, can you deliver a message to Achilles and tell him to risk it all? He says, tell him to risk it all. Ah, it was so sweet. It was so sweet. Oh, and Skelly's totally been messing with me. I got this statue. I got the, I've done a lot. I've been playing a lot off stream. I got the first Skelly statue that was beating the game with 4 heat. I actually made an attempt with 16 heat, and I think I got to Hades, but I didn't, I think I lost. Yes, I did lose. But I actually tried going right to 16, and lost. I completed Skelly's hearts. I completed a lot of hearts. I completed a lot of people's stuff. I completed hers. I completed, who else didn't I have? Orpheus, Dusa. Oh, you can't see it. Suicide Run, thank you for the 33 months. Thank you. Look at Dusa's little face. Oh my god. She's so cute. I want like a little pin or something with that Dusa face. Oh my gosh. Got back from being outside for 2 hours, Jen. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes, Dusa friend zoned us. But that's okay. I got Meg's plushie. I got Skelly's plushie. Companion Rib and Companion Baddie. The Baddie I haven't used yet. I actually did a run. So we're into giving Meg Ambrosia. I think we have like 1 or 2 more hearts with Meg. We will always love Dusa. What's nice is that Zagreus didn't say, when Dusa turned us down, Zag didn't like also say like, oh, I wasn't really attracted to you either. Like, no, like Zagreus's feelings stand. He's like, I like was attracted to you. I like, you know, wanted to pursue a romantic relationship with you, Dusa, but Dusa didn't feel it. So he said, okay, friends forever. And she said, friends forever. Heat gauge exceeded. You know what? That's okay. That's like the easiest is the extreme measures. Oh, do we have a Ares? My new favorite thing. My favorite thing is the shield with Ares, because the shield with Doom on special is just so powerful. So powerful. Oh, I've also completed a bunch of prophecies. I got all the legendaries. I got all the duos. I got all the chaos boons. I've gotten a lot. A lot. I do have a prophecy right now to beat Hades with something that Poseidon wanted me to complete it with, but I could swear it wasn't his conch shell. It was something else. I don't quite remember. I'm making progress on giving nectar to all of the gods. So I'm basically just giving, if I have nectar, I'm giving it to whoever I talk to.
Has become somewhat of a necessity in my situation. I'm very grateful that you're with me in this. I know never to take it for granted.
Hey, Bubba Lover. My favorite god or goddess? Of like the Olympian gods? I like Hermes. I like Dionysus. I like Artemis. As far as their characters.
You're most gracious with me, my kin, and I remain
There's a lot of different
enthralled
ways
as ever by
to
your
answer that.
blood-soaked way of life. I trust the violence I have wrought on your behalf has been quite satisfactory.
I think I beat Hades with the egg. With the Chaos egg, and then go back and talk to Chaos. I think I did that? What does Poseidon wants me to do something? I just got it. I forget. I have to look at my prophecies again. Did he say I trust the violence in your life has been satisfactory?
There's so much insufferable talk of peace up here, my kin. It is quite the relief to focus on much more important things with you.
Insufferable talks of peace. Special inflicts. Oh, why couldn't that have started on Epic? Oh my god, I had blade riffs at one point that just did so much damage, it was stupid. That's starting at Epic. I'm gonna start with my tried and true special inflicts doom.
This means war.
This is like the best build ever because there's such range. It bounces between enemies. It's so good. Doom just does so much damage. Damn.
Good.
Oh, koi pa da ba da.
More coming. Power of Olympus.
And you just upgrade that at every opportunity.
Am I interrupting
Oh,
something?
that's what it is. That's what it is. Poseidon asks you to defeat Extreme Measures Theseus. That's what it is. Which I have on right now, so. I still haven't done Extreme Measures Hades. Because that's what, like... Is that like 11 heat or something? I'm not up to
Thank
that.
the gods.
Oop, I maxed her out. That's right. I'm just not that far yet on any of my
I'm
weapons.
pleased to see your father's stubbornness has manifest in you as such determination, Zagreus. My
10 heat.
blessing be with you.
Attack a stronger cast of the dash. Dusa and Artemis, goddess of lesbians. Artemis just wants to do her own thing. She gets all flustered when you give her like the nectar. She said what you give her nectar, and she said she was like, she shared it with some nymphs. She's like, we just like had a party with your nectar.
Coin for Charon.
Coin for Charon. Thank you, Chaos. Yeah, when I got that, what is it, the 8 heat, Skelly statue, I immediately tried a 16. I never tried a 16 before. And I got to Hades, but then I died during Hades. I made the mistake of, doing the time limit.
Huzzah.
I didn't die from the time limit, but the time limit makes me panic. So I think if I hadn't taken the time limit, I would have done it. You can't just skip to a super high heat and, like, get all the rewards from the lower levels. No. You can do as high of a heat as you want, but I believe you get, like, let's say I jumped to 16 heat. I wouldn't get, like, a whole bunch, like, all of the levels in between, but would it count as, like, I'm on 6 right now. Would it count as 6, or would it count as 16? You know what I mean? It would count for 6. Okay, yeah.
Come on, sneaky.
Oh my god, is the Doom not hitting if they don't stay on the screen? Hate that thing.
Takes care of
The
it.
cold of Mount Olympus shall bring utter ruin on your enemies.
What about these?
That's what I had last run, was
Puts
the
you right
crystal
up.
beam. Right, Talus, yes. It makes sense. The way they do it makes sense. You can't just, like, go right to the end and be done. I guess.
Feels lighter than before.
Oh, I'm still trying to prophecy. I'm still trying to complete is doing those bosses in sticks. There's still one I've never seen. I'm gonna take the darkness. I have all of the hidden aspects now, and I've gotten them all to Hades. Oh, I forgot I had the crystal beam now. I once, with like upgrades and bonuses and everything, I once had 6 bloodstones and I had the crystal beam, so I would walk into a room and drop 6 crystal beams. It was glorious.
You're wise to side with me.
I just... I don't want to fight you. I guess.
I knew there was a possibility that you would side against me once again, but your doing so never ceases to amaze, cousin.
I'm sorry, Athena. You're like the easiest one to fight.
Did what I had to do.
see no benefit to staying angry, cousin. I promised Nyx that I would help rather than hinder you.
Thanks, Nyx. Come on, I want to power up my special.
Louds.
The crystal beam is really nice with the magnetic cutter gloves because then you can like pull them into the beam.
Not now. The power of the gods. Something I need.
Let's do this again. Yeah, that's the whole point of this game, is to not rush it and just take it slow, take it one step at a time.
Good for the health.
It's the best way to play it. Because you keep getting stronger with your darkness, and you're upgrading your weapons with the blood, finding out which weapons aspect you like the best, which works the best for your playstyle, because that's going to be different for everybody. Mede. Rude. Amali, thank you, darling. How are you?
Nice chatting.
How was your stream? What were you playing? Look at that happy raid. Thank you so much. How are you? How the heck are you? Ooh, what were you doing in 14?
So much for the fearsome furies.
Which to
Fearsome
choose?
Furies. A comfy day. It's always a comfy day at Amali's stream. Thank you so much. Amali is the sweetest, most supportive being ever. And once again, like earlier, the easiest way to follow someone, if you want to give them a follow, is to click one of Amali's emotes, and then just click the follow button. You don't got to open another page. You don't got to do nothing. It's super easy.
Okay. This one.
Ooh, I'm gonna take that life.
Let's go up.
Roulettes and weekly raids.
Check.
I've done raids, but I haven't done like... I don't know, I guess I've done roulettes, haven't I? That's nice and casual, as long as you're not doing like extreme raids. That is casual, that's nice. And then you get to do it together as a community. That's so nice. How often do you stream 14? It's so good to see your face, Molly! I love you so big. I hope life's treating you well. I know it's been rough for a lot of content creators lately. I know it's been rough on everybody, but... Woo! Like, I have completely done away with my schedule. I have no schedule anymore. I just couldn't take it anymore. Ooh! Ah! I went right into that bomb, didn't I?
Not now. What do we have here?
I love when they die mid-jump.
I come with urgent tidings, boss. Unfortunately, not addressed to you, but someone got you these.
Someone got me these? Aren't these from you? Can dash more times in a row. Ooh. I gotta take that epic hyper sprint. 3 streams a week when you're consistent? Yeah. Why isn't Good Boy Cerberus's collar not at 3 stars? I have his little badge. Cerberus was the first one I fully filled up the hearts. Cerberus was the first one. Of course. Good boy.
Hey.
Hi.
Sure don't see a lot of other nymphs around here, huh? We don't die too easy, most of us. Makes me feel all special.
One of the times when I went back to the house after a run, Orpheus was singing a song about me, about Zagreus. I think it was the song. I think it's a song that plays during the ending. There was a song during the credits. I don't remember, but I like it was familiar. And then he sang a song. I don't know if it was the same one, but he sung a song about like Zagreus told him a fib that Zagreus fought the Titans and got killed and then got reborn as Dionysus. And then Orpheus was singing a song about it. The next time I went back, it was hilarious. That's a different song. It was so funny. And then Zag felt all bad. He was like, you know, I was just teasing you, Orpheus. Like, that's not true. And Orpheus is like, oh, it's fine. Like, you should. Okay, yeah. Orpheus was singing hymn to Zagreus.
I've never met another nymph now that you mention it.
It was so cool.
Heard of a few. The goddess Artemis sounds like she spends more time with nymphs than the other Olympians.
That's what I heard. Though it's not like we all hang out. I mean, you've got the dryads and the naiads and the nereids and the oceanids. Pretty much every type of terrain up top, there's a kind of nymph who loves it. Maybe we need a name for underworld nymphs too.
Aww.
Sure, here.
Thanks so much.
Ding, ding. Oh. Don't usually see fish here. I happened to look at the Steam reviews for this game over the weekend, and like a whole bunch of the reviews are like, this is the best fishing simulator I've ever seen. Fishing simulator with side quests. Ooh, Dionysus. Prezi, you summoned Wine Daddy. Get some food, Amali. Get some food and rest. I love you so much. Thank you for bringing over your wonderful community. Have a good rest of your day, sweetie.
More slam dances.
Fiery Blaze, thank you so much. I appreciate the resub. Thank you for using your Prime. I don't know why I'm just not using these crystal beams. I'm just so focused on my shield. I'm like, this shield of doom is awesome.
Dionysus, mate. Sometimes things weigh heavily on me, but then I hear from you and it's like I don't have a care in the world. To your health.
He knows you want to party with him, Prezi.
Oh, you're really too much for me sometimes, you know that, man? Gotta tell you, I don't think I ever felt so close to somebody so damn far away. But through the gift of drink, it's like we're with each other in spirit all the time, you know?
The no man? Yes. Who's thirsty for Wine Daddy? What character, like, aren't you thirsty for in this game?
The key to any halfway decent feast is lots and lots of preparation, man. Or maybe just happen to improvise, you know?
Hi, J-Ray. Shield aspect I'm on. The second one, the one that when you do a bull rush, you shoot more shields. I don't like any of the shield aspects, unfortunately. This one's just like, I use the special, and in case I happen to do a bull rush, then I'll throw more shields. Because the one of, the first one increases your attack, which I assume is just your, like just your attack. Because it doesn't say increases your damage. Because then it would also be on the special. Chaos, yeah. And I don't use the attack, really. Like, I use it here and there, but I probably should put it on that one, because there is the occasion that I use it. But there's no shield aspect that I'm, like, crazy about. Crystal Beam. Oh, but I love Trippy Shot! Use the fountain restores all. I've said low to get. Ooh! Epic after party.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, and I love now that Than and Zag are together, like everyone else keeps commenting on it. It's so good. Like I think even the Olympians, like I think someone was like we saw. Oh, that's true, because they see Than. I don't know. They just keep commenting on it. Like someone's like, "Man, he's a really like shy boy. I didn't think that he was capable of loving anyone, but I was wrong. He's got a lot of feelings." Like it's so funny. A lot of different characters are all commenting on our relationship, and even at one point, Zagreus was like, "Well, I guess everybody knows." It's great. The interaction and the changes in the dialogue depending on what you've accomplished in the game is like so good. So good. Oh, wait. Fiery Blaze, you're Nathan? Oh, you changed your name. Okay. Remember, if you want your hours and your peaches transferred to your new name, you need to send me a whisper with the exact spelling of your old username. And I can transfer it for you. What do we want? What do we have? 244, this one. Hey, Dangerous Caramel. This game is the best. It's the best. Even if you don't normally like roguelike games, like I've heard a lot of people say, I'm not normally into roguelikes, but I love Hades. And if you like roguelikes, then this is like the best one. I want to say this is on sale right now, or it just was on sale. It's on Switch, too. Your attack is strong, your call is impervious, things aid, or you have no death defiance, oh yeah, sure. Health regen. Yes, please.
Good.
Good.
Can't do that. Okay.
Hermes, health, or coin. Hermes.
Next island.
We're already so fast. More Hermes. Always more Hermes.
Drakens.
Oh, it's a lot of Drakens.
Message for me.
Hermes asked me again if he wanted me to shut up. When he comes, he's like, do you want me to talk or do you just want me to give you the boons? I'm like, of course I want you to talk, Hermes. Bonus damage from bonus speed. You move faster or your special is faster. Speed 100. Yeah. I would like double damage. Let's see, take away the palm. What's up, Charon? How's it going today? I would like this.
Why not?
If you cast more damage, your doom effects deal more damage when applied multiple times. Just general more damage. I'll take
Feeling
that, and you know what? I'll take that too. I will take it all, Charon. Take my money. Hi, Pizak. We have a Pizak. Oh my goodness.
I see you regrew your neck.
Marty. Look at the crystals just melt him. Wow. That crystal damage is unreal.
Got you. You and me, Severed Hydra Head. I'm out.
Oh, hi, Lerny. Yeah! I'm already doing an insane amount of damage.
That's what you get.
That's what you get, Lerny, for growing a neck again.
Go on and try.
I will. Hola, Chalio? Chalio or Calio? Nice to meet ya. Let's do it again.
One more floor.
So sassy, lad. So sassy. Some of the characters are so sassy. I love that once you rescue Persephone,
Pleasant temperature.
and kind of force your dad to start being nicer to you, and complete Hades' hearts, which is hilarious because I think you can give him 5 nectar. I think there's 5 hearts. And then once you complete it, he gives them all back to you. He's like, here, you can have these. I don't want them. It's great. Like, their conversation when you fight him starts getting, it's like a little bit more friendly. Like, they're never friendly with each other, but like friendlier. Like, they kind of tease each other more rather than dad just being like an asshole. It's great. Like, when he'll die and he'll just be like, see you at home.
My weapon's hidden talents.
Special
Yeah,
can hit
that's
more
it.
targets. Yes, please. Demeter or Athena? I'm gonna go with Demeter.
last of this lot. Lady Demeter, I am forever in your debt for the affection that you've shown to me, and for the power you've bestowed.
The everlasting winter means that nectar's been in rather short supply. That you would think of me for such an offering is duly noted, then.
Oh, you're welcome.
In the name of Hades.
Dad loves us. And like, when you give Persephone ambrosia, he's like, you can share it with Dad if you want. And she's like, I don't know if he'll want it, but he's just like, well, then you can have it. I don't care. We love Grandma. Cast fires longer and inflicts chill. Yes, please.
Should fetch me something.
Dionysus or Ares? Biscuit, what are you doing? Ooh, Dionysus. Maybe I can get hangover on my special.
Hey, Meg?
Back off. Gotta get back.
Oh yeah, I forgot what she did. I just pushed the button. That was the first time I ever used her. I read what she did. Those things are not even getting a chance to spawn, like, at all. Yes.
You like that, you gods?
Oh, is there no special inflicts hangover? I know there is. Take less damage while at 40% or below. Let me pick up. I will receive a nectar.
Let's liven things up.
And some life. She's in a mood. She's always in a mood. Meg is a mood.
Not yet.
Nope.
Lord Ares, hear me on my authority.
Attack Doom and take damage if we're doing it around here. That's fine. Let's do more damage on encounter. That'll help for Hades. I mean, I'm doing really good. I have really good build, but still. Dionysus! Hey, Kythro! Wonder what ambrosia tastes like? Yeah, I always thought like honey too. But it tastes like... I think it changes. I think it tastes like... whatever you like the most. Like the drinker. Whatever the drinker likes the most. Or I think we actually asked that once to Persephone. She said like drinking ambrosia like gave her pleasant memories or something. It tastes like happiness.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah, that family sharing is really nice, huh? Yeah, Mr. P will sometimes open mine up and play something from my library. He's been tempted on this one because he knows how much I love it. He's like, I should pull up your account sometime when you're not playing and play it. I was like, totally, do it. Take less damage, 40% of blaze finally. That one. Give me all the upgrades.
Come on up. Another cough.
Another cough. Might be the alcohol talking. Drinking this ambrosia really made me
Whose favorite to
happy.
choose?
Oh boy. Demeter's aid. We don't got any aid.
Are you testing the limits of my patience with you, Zagreus?
I'm
Then I
so
shall test
sorry.
your limits in turn.
I'm sorry, Athena. You're the easiest one.
Damned either way, I guess. Now she's angry.
Now she's angry. Now she's angry.
All is forgiven, Zagreus, and I take no offense. Exacting vengeance
They're
is
so
just something
forgiving.
the Olympians all do from time to time.
Resist damage from foes. Death defense makes you impervious. Long replenishment use. Let's reroll.
Hey, got anything else?
When you count guy gauge partly full, resist damage from foes attacks after you take damage. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. This one actually does damage. Give me some damage. The amount of times this bounces is insane. Shield, Captain America. I'll freeze all of y'all.
Feeling good.
Where's Than? Than. I think Than said that once at the end of him fighting with me. He's like, "See you at home." He's like, "I'll see you at home." What two gods would you say are the damned if I do, damned if I don't with these runes? And to chat to whoever has played this for me, it is Artemis. What do you mean damned if I do, damned if I don't? What do you mean? With the ones where we have to fight them?
Don't spend it all in one place, mate. I would like none of these.
I would like none of these.
Your wisdom guide me. All mine. Always hits the spot.
Crystal beam level up, yes.
Time for the main event.
My chariot and I stand ready for you, demon. And I assume Asterius as well. I feel it in my phantom heart. We shall not fall to you this time.
So these two had like a little lover's quarrel for a couple rounds. So they made up. They're friends again. But like Theseus was really having a hard time at one point. Do you mean like the room with the two boons where you with the two gods? Like, do you mean like what would be the worst combination of the two of them to have? I say Zeus and Poseidon, because those are the two that I do not ever want to fight. I think those are the only two that have ever killed me. Because especially Poseidon, because to me Poseidon, like I couldn't see when his attacks were coming, like for some reason, like because they're little like waves that come up, and like I just couldn't see them for whatever reason. Demeter as well. Demeter for me, it's like really, really hard for me to see the effect, and so it's very easy for me to get hit by it. Those 3 are the 3 that I do not ever want to fight. Never upset Grandma. No. Oh, really, Spec? What manga is that?
You know, my opinion of the Macedonian Tau Lambda has fallen precipitously of late. Though perhaps it's not the chariot, but the driver.
Silence! Show me a finer chariot driver anywhere within Elysium. Why, you cannot! I'll run you down for such an insult to my pride!
Oh my god, so good.
I can't.
That's the best when he starts like cackling.
Controllably, you monster! For there's naught else you can do against my might! Try all you like!
I'm empty. There goes my shield.
Demeter, a wasteland void of life.
Yeah!
That was my
Oh, okay. I phased Theseus at the same time that I...
Whose side is he
Okay,
on?
I got really confused there. I was like, what? Ah, he went just out of range. Wow, this build's really strong. I'm telling you, man, shield special
They
with
say to
Doom
never meet your heroes.
is insane. Bye, Atomic. Thank you for lurking.
Thank you for your support, my shade.
Oh, Spec, I know that
Should
feel.
be another
Oof.
such performance soon.
Hi, Torin. It's going well. How about yourself?
The finest of Elysium all failed to thwart you, eh?
Indeed. Whoo! Boo, 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 boo. Yep, acorn.
Should help keep me going.
Run for your cast. Sounds groovy.
So close. There.
Very good, Torin. You're lucky to be able to do so. Watching streams while working, that's good. That's good.
Gods grant me a swift satyr sack.
Gods grant me a swift satyr sack.
Should stock up for the road ahead.
Alright, I gotta do the bosses because there's one boss I've never done, and I need to do them all for a prophecy.
That's a relief. Can't do that. Not yet.
Yeah, Demeter, destroy everything.
That's the most gigantic vermin I have ever seen.
Ah!
Meg, get away from him.
Get away from him! That's right. Thanks, Meg.
Ugh, those things.
There's 8 castles in chip.
Stronger still.
Stronger still. It really can be in any room. I've gotten it on the first one, I've gotten it on the last one. Like it really is random. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. I was once doing a speed run. I had it timed, and it was in like the last room. I was like, dude, seriously. I think only like once or twice I've had it on the first room.
This one, I guess.
But I'm pretty sure I've had it happen.
I'm empty.
Rodents of unusual size. That was definitely... one of the bosses is a teeny tiny rodent, but it's like super powered.
Should come in useful.
I'm gonna take that move speed. Haha!
Hey, a satyr sack already.
Look at that. That was a fairly swift satyr sack.
Not yet. Refreshing. Should I go fight some satyrs to get out of here? I'll take this one.
Ah, yeah! Curse of Pain.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all 3 of its attentions toward the satyr sack.
Hypnos just congratulated you for dying 100 times. Yes!
Bye for now, boy. Time to go.
Cerberus stuffed with food. I did not see Than that run.
It's kind of nice out here.
He was busy.
No matter how quickly you're able to get here, I shall be waiting.
I think it was Nyx. I think I talked to Nyx, and she was like, she said that she was happy that Than and Zag were together. And she's like, look after him. He works himself too hard. Promise me you'll take good care of him. I was like, oh, I will take good care of your baby boy. Don't you worry.
A wasted effort. Darkness.
Darkness, blood and darkness.
Here, boy.
I can't.
I shall take everything away.
Yeah! Take everything away. Demeter is Hades' mother-in-law. Ow!
like that?
That does it.
Come on.
Oh, I deflected it back.
Let's see you run from this.
Demeter, I shall take everything away!
Damn! That was an awesome build.
Oh. Why? I was much stronger once than this.
I spanked him. Telling you, that build is insane. Especially with those crystals. Woo! Oh, Nightcloud, thank you. Everybody stretch. We'll take a very good care of Than. Mama Nyx very much approves, yes. There's no one who, like, hasn't approved. The only people, like, I think the worst thing anybody says about your relationship with Than once it starts getting around, it's funny because, like, more and more people start commenting on it. I think maybe, like, I don't remember exactly, but maybe, like, Ares was, like, just make sure it doesn't, like, make sure he still does his duties. Because Ares...
You win, boy.
Wants Than to do his job.
See you at home.
And then Nyx actually says make sure he doesn't, he doesn't work too hard. Oh, I got a new record, too, and it was funny, best time. And Zag actually said, he was like, oh, that was the fastest I've ever done. I got that yesterday, just under 25 minutes.
Imagine that Prince Zagreus experiences some sort of joyous outcome for a change, in contrast to the arbitrary and unfortunately painful death he shall experience now.
Now. The Dream Eater charm on my mic, give me a sec, I will link you the Etsy store. They don't have any more, unfortunately. I literally bought the last one.
Feels like it's been a while, everybody.
But I got it from Etsy. Purchases. It is from Bunwich. Bunwich's Etsy shop is where I got it. So they might restock. They have a couple other. They have like a nobody one. They have a Nightmare Dream Eater one. They have a lot of. They have the Kingdom Hearts symbol. So they have a lot of really cute ones. Got the unversed. That's the unversed symbol, right? Yeah, a lot of stuff. They got Keyblades. I didn't even look at the whole shop. I just I just saw the Dream Eater one and bought it. So yeah, that's where he's from. You're welcome. I know, isn't it cute? Hopefully you can get another one like the I didn't even see that she had like the Kingdom Hearts symbol. That was super cute. How very tempting. Welcome back, Happy. I'm at Hypnosis Lock. I don't know what I gotta do to get past that. Maybe die a certain amount of times.
Hey, you look like you could use some sleep.
I could use some sleep.
I'm pleased to know my new, more flexible arrangement remains to your satisfaction still, my lord. I must admit I feared that my departure would result once more in a protracted stay within the pits of Tartarus.
Don't give me such ideas, Orpheus. Instead, you go about your business there and play your blasted songs when circumstances call for it.
Really, Talus? Hey, Psycho Jester.
I shall be happy to oblige, my lord. Eurydice and I are grateful for your magnanimity.
Good thing that's settled then.
Have you no better way to pass the time?
Nope.
Should visit the head chef.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Dusa.
Hey, Zacharias? I wanted to say, that was very sweet of you letting me hang on to all that ambrosia you gave me before.
Oh, that's right.
It's in safekeeping now. Except one bottle. That kind of slipped and broke. Though that did mean I got to try the stuff.
Ah! Did she really try it when she dropped it and broke it? That's right. I forgot about that. She asked if I, since I didn't return, or she couldn't return my romantic feelings for her, she asked if I wanted all the ambrosia back, and of course I said no, keep it. I told her to keep the ambrosia.
Oh, you get to try it after all. What did you think? All it's cracked up to be?
It was amazing. I've never had anything like it. It's so good to have a forked tongue. Meant I could taste it twice at the same time. So, if one of the other bottles slipped and broke, you wouldn't mind, would you?
Dusa, just drink it! Don't break it!
I wouldn't mind at all.
Dusa! Just drink it!
If
it's for you! Champion of Elysium was beaten. It said that that person died of a garden tool.
Cooking's one way to pass the time.
Alright.
Done deal.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jester. Homeschooling your little boy and planning his surprise birthday party. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Good luck with all the planning and stuff.
I'll take that deal.
At last.
At last.
I don't often see you interact with Hypnos, Nyx, so I just wanted to make sure. Is everything all right?
Hypnos still is learning independence, child. Thus I have decided it is best to keep my distance from him temporarily, else he shall continue to rely upon me, even for completing the most rudimentary requests. We have agreed he shall not call upon me for the time being.
Nyx finally told Hypnos she's not going to wipe his ass anymore.
For the time being.
Sorry.
How long are we talking? Can't remember the last time I saw you speaking with him now that you mention it.
Based on his rate of progress, I suspect his education shall have been complete well before the dawning of the next age.
Before the dawning of the next age. Hypnos just wants to sleep. It's a super mood.
Well, keep it up, Hypnos.
Hypnos.
Should check the garden.
This garden may not have all the varieties available up on the surface, though it's coming along rather nicely, I should say.
And it smells fresh, too.
Smells like fresh palms. Mom's been hanging out in the garden a lot. Did I complete her hearts? I did. I got almost everyone complete now. Except all the gods.
Cerberus is comfortably at rest, observing all.
A Fortnite party. Oh my gosh. How old is he? Oh, that's so cute, Jester.
Take care, boy.
Good on you.
Achilles is off duty.
Good on you for making it special for him. Than! I didn't see Than at all today. Unless he's in my room. It's possible.
Greetings, everyone.
I don't know if they just show up in your room once ever, or if they'll randomly show up in your room. I sure hope it's more than once. It makes sense. Trying to complete the West Hall.
I think we'll go with this. This
The lounge
artful
is
piece
done.
of terrifying asphodel should add some atmosphere.
Ooh.
What are you doing to my hall up there?
I can buy blah, blah, blah. Ooh.
In the name of Hades, the shade of Achilles is hereby no longer barred from visiting Elysium.
Leniency with binding pacts shall tarnish our good reputation at this rate.
What good reputation?
Make your claim.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to do another run today, but don't get on Nyx's bad side. Freedom! Oh! Yay! He's free! He's free to go see Patroclus! Sisyphus, I freed Sisyphus as well, but I didn't see him last run. I haven't been getting Sisyphus a lot.
Decent.
My RNG for him has not been good. I gotta talk to Poseidon. Find a way to reunite Nyx and Chaos. That's just like a heck of a lot of darkness. Achilles and Patroclus, pardon Sisyphus. I vanquished Extreme Measures Theseus, so now next time I talk to Poseidon, I'll get that. I still have to fight Charon again. I still have to get the final, that's one of the bosses in Styx. And then learn to play the lyre. That's all I got. That's all I got left.
Go on, boy. I'll give me your best shot. It's my job.
I gotta make sure I get Ares right at the beginning. Sweet. Look at you go! Look at you go! We're doing it. We're doing it. 86 runs, 125 hours. 126 at this point. This game is so good! So good. Justice for Achilles. Oh! I'm gonna cry when Achilles and Patroclus get back together. Yeah, that's tough on you because like they never address like, well, it was that he cheated death, right? I know he wasn't a good person, Sisyphus, but like you talk to him and you like form a relationship with him in this game, and like you're like, oh, but he's so nice, right? Like he's so nice. But then, like, even Meg, he's like, hey, Meg, you think you guys could, like, ease up on him? And she's like, you don't know what he's done. She's like, you've not seen the atrocities that he's committed. And she's like, okay. Okay. Oh, Morgan, that's right. He cheated death, which means he cheated Than. He cheated our boyfriend. That's not acceptable. Okay, I believe you. I mean... And it's funny, I think we've got 1 or 2 hearts left on Meg, and she's still like, I'll dispose of this contraband for you. It's great. It's great. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out today, guys. This was super fun. I needed a day with you guys to just chill and hang, and it was super fun. Thank you. Thank you for being here. No, Dallas! Thank you, guys! I missed you guys. Me too. Aww. I will be streaming tomorrow for the Switch, yeah, the Nintendo. There's a Nintendo Direct at 5 my time, which is half an hour from now. So at the latest, hopefully around this time tomorrow, I'll be live and we'll watch the Nintendo Direct together. It's like 50 minutes long. Usually I don't watch them, but usually they're like super short. This one's almost an hour. So I will be co-streaming and reacting to and watching that with you guys. So that'll be super fun. You're welcome, Dan. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I know it's kind of late for some of you guys, but that's when it is. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, J-Ray. Yes, stay warm. Stay warm. I know some of you have been without power and there's been blackouts and stuff. So, do what you can to stay warm and keep your animals warm and stay safe, okay? Bye, Kythro. Bye, Jazzbees. Dan. Happy Talus. Fiery Blaze. Luna, J-Ray, Christiana, Ivy, Jocelyn, thank you. Eternal Scout, Ankh, Emerald Knight, thank you guys. And everybody else, all the beautiful peachy lurkers. Green Luther, Miss Badger Magic, Gringo Peach, Anya, thank you guys. Eternal Scout. I'm going to pop my social media links in the chat for anybody who happens to not follow any of the places and feels like checking them out. There's the second YouTube channel that's separate. That is all of my raw Twitch VODs. The Hildebrand quest line from Final Fantasy XIV just went up. I believe that is complete on that second channel now. Yeah, so enjoy those. I'm surprised at how many people view and comment and subscribe to that channel and watch it. So thank you guys for that. That is super cool. It makes me happy. It makes that work worth it because I know that people are actually watching the VODs and enjoying them. So that's super cool. Bye, Atomic. Take care. Okay, I love you guys so big. Here is the Puppy Stampede. You guys can copy that. I'm going to find somebody cool to host. Give them your love and say hi and brighten their day. All right, beautiful peaches. And I will see you tomorrow. All right. Yeah. I will see you tomorrow for the Nintendo Direct. So, yeah, have a wonderful night, guys. Stay peachy, go with love, stay happy and healthy and hydrated, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!